for those that I'm missing. All right. So today is, what is today? I actually don't know what today is. The 23rd of April. Okay, this is our accountability group for the 23rd of April. And so everybody has already dropped their numbers in. Go ahead if you haven't already dropped them in. I know a lot of us were still on Sarah's call. Drop them in now. Remember, Class A prospects, you should have what your goal was, what you have, and what your goal is next week. Some of you put 0 for next week. If you're putting a goal of 0, sorry, my kids are screaming. I have no idea why, but if you put a 0 for next week, I would question why you have a goal of 0 if you're working in an accountability tracking group, because for every, especially moving into month's end, sorry, they're moving. I think she's getting put in her room or something. But as you move for your next goal, you want to obviously make realistic goals. But if you have a goal of 0, then I'm assuming you're not working that week. I don't understand. So make sure that it is what your goal was / what actually happened / what it is. Now you're going to see as you track, because you should be recording these as well. You're going to see if you have a series of 0s, then we either need to reassess what action you're in or reassess if you're in action at all. Some of you think that you're in action, but the actual action of actually reaching out and getting people into those 3-way messages and cycling through is not what's happening. It's you're getting on a lot of calls and you're doing a lot of research and you're doing a lot of training. That's not IPA activity. I'm sorry, it doesn't count. So remember, when we're making those SMART goals and we're working as a business owner, we must be in activity. We must have the open sign on our door, which means we must be bringing customers in to have those conversations and working on closing them. Okay, so if for some reason you don't have your numbers today, just go ahead, make sure you drop here or you will not be counted as here. And so I gave a challenge last week. I gave a challenge to do 20 reach outs exactly like Miss Sarah Spencer said to do last Thursday. I'm going to tell you right now, the people that are working exactly how she talked about last week have me and their leaders in so many messages. We are so busy, it's crazy. I actually can't even keep up because they're really able to funnel people in to exactly what they need. Some of you are spending time, I don't want to say wasting time, but spending time on people that already maybe are with another company or already have another paycheck. And I'm going to tell you right now, in the time and space of what's happening in the world, very few wise people will walk away from a paycheck they are already getting and hope to get another one. People will add in another stream of income. Go to where the need is and help the people in need. Okay? Really, 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 really different mindset shift. And if you start to do this, you will open up a whole new funnel of people coming into your business. These will actually most likely be people you never thought would be in your business in the first place. Those are the type of people I've been working with this week. It's going to be a little different. We're going to have to do a lot more training. It's going to be exactly like Sarah's call is. There's probably going to be more fear involved. It's going to be working through those steps, working with them how to reach out, getting on those Fab Fives, really working in. Some of you guys are doing Fab Fives, by the way, and you're not doing a call to action at the end. I just saw there's a stream of people and they're like, well, nobody's ordering. And I said, well, how are you closing? They're not doing a call to action at the end. You must be asking for the sale. You must be asking for that person to come in and support the person who invited them today, because that's why they're here. If this business is not for you, please support them, be a customer, get that product testimony. She will value that. It will help her build her business. It's going to help her build towards her goals. And because she really, really values you to invite you here to spend this time with you, please let her know how she could serve you back. Like what she could do in return. Okay. Just like what Sarah said, there was something very powerful. She said, what can I do in return for you? Would you mind helping me with this? What can you do? What can I do in return for you? Remember, we're in the place of service, okay? If you're in the place of me, and you're not in the place of giving, your me will only grow you so far before it gets completely cut off, because people don't want to be in the me mentality. They want to be in the growth mindset, okay? Me mentality is fear. We want to be in the growth mindset of how we can serve and open up to people. All right. So with that being said, I did a challenge for you to do 20 reach outs. I said if enough people commented, and I gave very, very, very specific what you had to comment on the call, that I would do a drawing. I would give away something pretty big. Well, only 2 people did that. So I've been back and forth about how I would handle this because there was lots of comments, but only 2 people actually did exactly what I said to do. And what I said to do, and you guys, this is really important because in business, if you do exactly as somebody says, you will grow your business exactly as they do. This is very important to understand. When I came on, I studied Mr. Jake Spencer. I watched what he said. I watched call after call after call. I watched all of his 12 days of Christmas. Why? He created the comp plan. He created the launching system. Study the people that are doing what you want to be doing and having success. I study Miss Marielle. Why? Because she's the top earner in the company. She's having massive success. So when she's on a call, I'm listening, I'm taking notes, I'm listening to what she says, I'm listening to what she doesn't say, because that's just as important. I'm listening to ways she's able to turn things, I don't want to say manipulate, but a little bit, manipulate a situation to be in the favor of the person that has brought that person on the call. And I'm looking at the people that, so when you're on a 3-way message, when you're in a Fab 5 Zoom, when you're on calls, you're watching what the presenter does, how they do it, how they come back, how they overcome objections, what they're saying, what they're not saying. I want to emphasize this, what they're not saying. Some of you are saying way too much, and it's actually ruining your business. Your job is to connect people to the expert. Not one person can come into Q right now, doesn't matter what your background is, and be an expert when they join. Not one person. It's impossible. Doesn't matter how great of a leader they will ever become. There is not a single person. I will tell you this, Marielle will tell you this, Kristen Adams will tell you, every VP of sales will tell you this, that not one of us when we came in was an expert. You grow into that position. Therefore, you cannot be that position for anybody, because the second you reach out, you are teaching that person what they're going to have to do. If you're reaching out as the expert, most people don't want to do that. Most people don't have time to become an expert right now. They're homeschooling or trying to work from home, or maybe searching for online opportunities like this. They need to be making an income, not becoming an expert. Does that make sense? Yes, nods, yes. Some of you guys are so into being the expert that is actually slowing your business down to a place, and some of you, it's completely halted that. If you're growing your business right now on products, you are not growing your business right now. That's another thing. People are going to pay their mortgage and they're going to pay for food before they ever go and buy a product. Period. It's not personal. It's not about you. It's literally about survival. So if you are coming at people from a product-focused place, please understand, I can show you on my reports, your business will either completely halt and not grow, or you will be in decline. Because we are having people turn off auto ships because they can't afford it. And when somebody turns off an auto ship, it knocks that person out of Care and Share. Maybe that person was builder. That person got knocked out of Care and Share. That they were builder. Well, if they have to pay for their product that month, that doesn't overcome the money they were going to get for builder. So they turn off their auto ship. That affects your volume. The next person turns off their auto ship. It's a ripple effect. Does that make sense? This is why we want to be focusing on people that presenting the business to them, presenting that income stream for the people that need it, and then fall back onto the product. And when we fall back onto the product, if you're already coming into what is people, I'm sorry, they're really having a rough time out there. Sorry about that. What that person's need is, okay? So, and now we've got like magic wands. I hear magic wands. I don't even know what my kids are doing. This is a day in the life today. Hang on, let me close the door. That will help. One second. right, at least I closed the door because it's like 3 kids screaming. I have no idea what's going on. All right. Yes. All right. Oh God, most of your guys' houses. No clue what's happening right now. So what I was saying is you go back and you find the value. Are they really struggling? If you're like me today, you've already had like 8 doses of hemp, and I'm really not even joking. Is that something that they have to find that need, and then you pair a product with that need, and at that point they already have value. They know that if they do not have this, right, they may kill their children, and now it becomes a need, right? So that's where we want to go. We don't want to just be coming, like I said, people have to pay their mortgage and their food. So if you're coming at from that perspective, you're going to have a very slow go right now because of what's happening in the world. Right? I see it across the board, and I could actually show you from numbers because I do track this. The people that built on product alone are seeing a great decline right now. All right. So remember that we're here to help. We're here to serve. I get very specific directions. Those directions were specific, and I didn't type them out for a reason. Some of you guys are getting on calls, and some of you are getting on this call, and you're watching the recording and you're not watching it, paying attention. You're sending me questions after the call about stuff I already addressed. I won't answer those questions anymore. Why? That's not to be mean. That's for several reasons. This is also my income producing time I take away to help you guys grow. Answering questions that I already addressed in a video or are already already in an app or already done somewhere are taking away from my income producing activity that produces money into my family. And so before you reach out and you do that, I want you to reassess how you're spending your time. Because if you are effectively working your business, which means if you are setting up and the accountability call is what you're doing to set up so that you show up and you track your numbers and you're being smart with your business and all the things, then you should be watching and taking notes undistracted. And I know that's very, very hard for some people, but if it has to be after your kids go to bed or whatever, it does need to be in a place where you're able to get them that information in an effective manner. Because if you are effective with your time, you can actually do your business in less time and make more money. This is what I really want you guys to be able to do. Make more money in less time by being more effective. So not being distracted. Sometimes if you get all the information from the training calls, like I very specifically said, Jake's call and Sarah's call, and then the call I did, and then it got even better because Katie and Fran went ahead and did a mock call for you guys, role play, so that was all set up for you. It's all there. But if you're not watching it and taking notes and actually absorbing the content, it's a waste of your time. And that's where I want you guys to be super effective of where you're focusing your time so that it's growing your business. Now, I gave very specific directions on last week's call, and only 2 people did it, which means that people dropped all kinds of other things, but that means they weren't listening or they weren't taking notes or they weren't following those directions. And also you didn't know what I was going to give away. Well, I'm giving away $100. And so because I only had 2 people that put down exactly what that was supposed to do, those 2 people, Jazz, who is sleeping right now because she's in Australia, and Katie Trent, who I believe is on here because I think I saw her, get $50 each. I'm just going to split it between the 2 of them. So you guys get to send me your Venmo or PayPal, and I'm sending you each $50 for a total of $100, which could have been a drawing for I don't know how many people. Now, moving into this next week, I'm going to do another drawing next Thursday, but I'm only doing this drawing if 25 people or more do the exact assignment. That exact assignment was to go watch Sarah Spencer's live from last Thursday and to reach out to 20 brand new people, exactly how she said to, connect them, and then connect them to somebody, right? Of those 20 people, you have to give me the date and you have to give me their initials. And then just like the other people, you can see them, put a check mark for the people that actually got on a call or got on a Zoom. Because, and Katie and Jazz, if you both do this again, you get re-entered again, okay? You get another chance. Because if you guys start doing this in your business every single week, holy cow, it is going to blow up, because you can go look at the check marks. You're welcome, Katie. The check marks by your name, those names, to see how their business are growing. And Jazz and Katie right now, both of them are on fire. Both of them, what they're doing right now to create new executives in their businesses is incredible. That's where the key value of what we have here lies, creating new executives. And the way to do that is to find them that stream of income, get them connected to somebody who can help them learn how to do it. Now, that's I'm gonna leave that on the table. I will not do the drawing next week unless I have 25. You must have those check marks, and that means you've connected them to somebody. They're in those calls. That's also gonna mean when you go to put up your numbers next week, your numbers will probably be explosive, because you're gonna do way more work. So if you do way more work, you're gonna have way greater results. Coming into month's end right now, you should know, if you're CareShare, you guys, you are going to have to go and look at your customers. All you have to do is change it in the top on your dashboard, change it to your customers. You have to click on every single one. You have to look at their dashboard and click on auto ship. You can see if they have an auto ship on. If they had an order there, you can click on that order. You can click on print invoice. When you click on print invoice, it'll show if it's an auto ship or a manual. Only auto ships count. I did go over that in QTRA, the movement. I did a video on that, just like when I showed about how to place. You need to get all your placements in, because we now have bumped up the commission run. We close placements off in the beginning of the month. They're closed off on the 1st. We are not pushing that. So the commission run, because it's got bumped up, your people are frozen. So we need to get those placements in. So if you need to go back and watch that video, I put all live trainings in the units so you can find them. So all live trainings are in the unit section, so you can find those easy. So go back and check that. I will tell you right now, tomorrow, what's happening with the bargain bin will blow your mind. That's it. I think Jake will probably do a post this afternoon, but what will be dropped tomorrow will blow your mind. That being said, get to work. Send me your numbers if you have it. If you dropped them here, please don't send me your numbers, okay? Don't double send me. I print this off and I save them. The code word for today is blue, because I guess I have blue earrings on. And so if you're watching the recording, you will need to send me that with your numbers, so I know you watched all of this. Ladies, send me your Venmo or PayPal so I can send you guys each $50. Next week, drawing for 100. Only if I have 25 or more, it will be in the same thread. So add on there, must be set up exactly like those directions said, because I want you guys to be effective and grow your business. All right, guys, have an amazing month. Actually, I think our last call is month's end. We will have a call of month's end to help you guys close it out and close out big, because some of you guys are down because you guys have been building on product, and some of you guys are really, really up and close to bonuses. So I want to get everybody back balanced and get you to where you want to be to have an amazing month's end for April. Okay. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later.